Kyoto High is one of two sorcery schools in Jujutsu Kaisen. There are many high-level sorcerers that have come from its classes, like Todo and Megumaru. But there's one who I'd argue is just as strong as them, but doesn't get the attention put on him nearly enough. This student is Noritoshi Kamo, the last true head of the Kamo clan. Noritoshi Kamo is a third year at Kyoto High and the former heir to the Kamo clan. He is the curse technique Blood Manipulation and is a former semi-first grade sorcerer. Now, although he was the heir to the clan, his family underwent a lot of mistreatment. You see, Noritoshi Kamo was an illegitimate child. His father cheated with another woman since all of his other children didn't bear the blood manipulation technique. His mother was treated horribly the whole time she was part of the clan, which eventually led her to leaving the clan and abandoning her son in their care. Later, he would set his goal to becoming the head of the clan and to invite his mother back with open arms where she would be treated with the respect she deserves. Kamo's sorcery, Blood Manipulation, is a pretty extensive curse technique with several abilities for him to use. Flowing Red Scale allows him to raise his strength by basically doping himself with his own blood. And in his fight with Naoya, he seemingly had evolved it and made it even stronger. Piercing Blood, which is the result of compressing blood to the point where it shoots forward at an insane speed, is his main use when it comes to dealing critical hits from a range. Crimson Binding is when blood is turned into a rope-like state, where Kamo uses it to wrap his opponents up, immobilizing them for short periods of time. He would also put blood on the tips of his arrows, which would allow them to be basically guided missiles that he could track down his enemies with. Now finally, the last ability he used is unnamed, but during his fight with Naoya, he allowed the blood in his body to flow in and out, which allowed him to have a very large pool of blood to use more powerful techniques at a will, and then he would flow the blood back into his body to, stop him from fainting. Now he has several fights throughout the series where his performance kind of wavers. First up is his fight with Megami during the Sister School Exchange arc. I'd say he was pretty dominant in this fight, with him even holding back a bit during it. He seemingly had a creative solution for every single one of Megami's Shinigamis, and was far stronger and faster than him overall. However, their fight comes to a stop when Inumaki shows up with Hanami following quickly behind him. Now he was able to damage her a bit, but overall he was just knocked out when Hanami snuck up on him after Inumaki got taken out of the fight. But always remember though, Hanami is nearly as strong as Jogo and only loses due to his elemental factor. But this performance is relatively irrelevant since when he comes back later, he is in a whole different league of strength. When he meets Maki during the Culling Games arc, she notes he's become far stronger, and he pretty much shows us this. When Naoya first appears as a cursed womb, he overpowers and outspeeds Maki instantly. Someone who had just shown us that they were as strong as Toji, who was able to take out 2 special grades. When Maki punched Naoya, it did nothing, but when Kamo hit him with arrows, it managed to pierce his skin. And when Naoya began to evolve and went into his womb state, Kamo was able to pierce through the entire womb with a piercing blood. Now when Naoya evolved and came out of the womb, he took out Maki instantly with an attack she couldn't even react to. Then he focused his eyes on Kamo, who was able to hold him off for a few minutes surprisingly, even hinting that he had more power that he could have used had the fight not been interrupted. So how strong is Kamo? Well, he easily surpasses anything we've seen from grade 1 sorcerers like Nanami, who got blitzed by Jogo, and Meimei, who just never really does shit. Well, besides grooming, I guess. Now I think Kamo fits safely in between the special grade and the grade 1 categories, labeling him as a special grade 1 sorcerer, which makes sense since he was able to hold his own against Naoya, who pre-evolution was a special grade 1 sorcerer. Now the reason why I don't label him a special grade is because you have to understand that every special grade has one trump card that makes them nearly unbeatable. Gojo is Gojo, Yuki has Black Hole, and Yuta has a nearly infinite pool of cursed energy. No, you don't count Geto. Go back to getting beat by a teenager with 1 year of cursed energy experience. Similarly is someone like Todo, who has the speed and strength to be a special grade, but just doesn't cross that line since he and Kamo just have extreme masteries over their curse techniques, but no ace up their sleeve. So how does he scale to the other special grade 1 sorcerers? Well, he's above Naoya, who we already discussed, but all the other Zenins who are special first grade sorcerers are comparable to Naoya and also said to be a bit weaker, and they all get their asses kicked by Maki when she first awakened. And we were able to see that Kamo scales pretty close to that version of Maki. So I think it's safe to say he'd be the strongest special grade 1 sorcerer by a pretty decent gap. So I hope you all can see why Kamo deserves to be the head of the Kamo clan. Hi everyone, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Kamo's a character I always enjoy seeing on the screen, and I hope this helped you guys like him a bit more too. As usual, subscribe, like the video, comment if you want to, and follow my Twitter for updates. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!